Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on which part of the globe you're joining us from. And welcome to the final session of the Petroleum Users Group Conference. My name is Tiffany Glenn, and I'm part of the petroleum team here at Esri. I'm joined by my colleague, Sam Rosario, and we're excited to welcome you to this session focused on corporate social responsibility, also referred as CSR, and health, safety, and environment, also referred to as HSE. Good afternoon, Sam.
Hey. Good afternoon, Tiffany. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
What an exciting event it's been. How much valuable information has been shared among the community, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. It's been great to see the presentations from all the users and how they're applying their amazing skills to help their organizations thrive. Here at Esri, we develop the tools with great input from our customers, but we're always blown away when we hear and see the way they are being applied. It's truly a testament, not only to the skills of our users, but the great camaraderie and willingness to share with this great GIS family that extends throughout the whole globe. I'm excited because today we're going to hear some more from your peers in the industry and how they have been able to leverage and maximize the Esri tools to reduce risk in their operations while elevating CSR. But Tiffany, before we start, I think what we would like to do is we would like to encourage you, all those wherever you're joining us from, to post your questions as they occur during the presentation in the comment box. One thing that will be really helpful for us is if you can reference the section or the presenter for your question, then we'll do our best to really answer them at the end of the presentation. Corporate social responsibility and HSE are taking on higher priority as companies strive towards a more sustainable future. This session and all the presenters that you see here on the agenda will cover how setting ambitious net zero carbon goals, monitoring methane emissions, and managing operational needs in areas to meet all the changes in the regulatory mandates. We're also going to reference at the second part of the session, HSE case studies, workflows in prevention, planning, and incident response. As we look at throughout the enterprise, spatial technologies are being employed throughout the whole enterprise. And over the last few days, we have seen through multiple examples how our users are leveraging GIS to support their companies and organizations. Supporting HSE procedures give our users the ability to reveal vulnerabilities, model real-time status to minimize risk, and enable preparedness and mitigation measures should an emergency arise. A part of HSE that has taken priority over the last few years is corporate social responsibility. And these tools have really proven to be very effective in addressing those needs as well. During the first half of this session, we will focus on corporate social responsibility, and you will hear from your peers who, like many of you, are working to create positive change in the industry. CSR has definitely become a prominent topic lately, and there is increased interest in this area. We see it in the press, we hear about it in the news, and a Bloomberg report shows a massive increase in the mentioning of sustainability in the quarterly oil and gas companies conference calls. Now, Tiffany, I know a lot of your customers are taking an active approach to CSR. Can you tell us what you're seeing in the industry as a whole in relation to this?
Yeah, absolutely. The practice goes by many names: corporate social responsibility, environment, social, and corporate governance, stakeholder capitalism, sustainable prosperity. All advance a philosophy that marries the long-term health of a company with the people and places it serves. The driving forces are both economic and cultural and originate inside and outside of a company. The industry is working on some of the world's toughest challenges, and everything you do is an opportunity to practice social responsibility, whether that involves better serving communities, reducing greenhouse gases, supporting fair trade, upskilling workers. Location data plays a key in determining where and how a company can do the most good. And that's really why innovative, brand conscious, forward-thinking, tech-savvy companies are relying on smart maps and dashboards generated by GIS to help them visualize, monitor, and report on CSR-related efforts. For example, a supply chain executive or maybe a sustainability manager can use GIS to follow their company's carbon footprint over time. Through the combination of analysis and visualization, decision makers can determine where activities are contributing most to the rise of greenhouse gases and where their mitigation efforts are gaining ground. A company can look at its greenhouse gas emissions and find that its carbon footprint is tied to everything in its production activities like completions and flaring, maybe venting of gas from storage tanks, or just to general leaks from the wellhead, meters, or valves. And this revelation has inspired some to take action and underscores the importance of understanding risks companies, consumers, and communities are facing.
That is interesting. There is no doubt that because carbon emissions are so closely tied to things like transportation, the movement of products, and resources along supply chains, a strong data system is essential to accurate tracking. At the root of GIS, we understand that we live in an interconnected world. Geospatial technology integrates these approaches, as well as multiple data types, and allow us to look at a problem holistically. It is not just about seeing a point on a map, but explicitly understanding the relationships among places, people, policies, and practices. Leading-edge thinkers are seeking location intelligence to anticipate how to make the best long-term capital investments for the good of the company, but also for the communities they represent. This means interconnecting people and organizations. Now, our GIS community has a rich heritage in this aspect. The life of work at Esri has focused on building decision support systems that are rooted in geography to combine disparate data and help people see the whole of a problem. We do believe that a geographic approach through collecting data can help us to predict potential impact in the areas we operate and allow us to put plans in place that can protect and improve the natural world, our built environment, and the lives of people. Our commitment to sustainability and reducing our carbon footprint is not a new thing. It started 50 years ago as we have partnered and supported many agencies to address and protect our ever-changing world. One of the tools recently added to the Esri toolset that can help us with this process are Geo Cards. These cards focus specifically on a topic and are powered by the Living Atlas content. What this means is that the content is curated, authoritative, and updated constantly. The Indicators of the Planet is a dashboard of dashboards comprised of Geo Cards where anyone can go, see a series of global indicators such as air quality, cyclones, carbon dioxide, and many others. The cards are live feeds with their own cadence showing current status and conditions. Geo Cards are experience builder templates that you can customize and use around your own topics in a shareable and embeddable way. It is a tool that brings together organizations and stakeholders to achieve projected metrics, operational targets, safety metrics, or particular KPIs.
What a great tool, Sam. In fact, our user community has the data, technology, and the skills to help drive change. You can help your organization elevate CSR by leveraging geospatial tools for mapping, planning, and analytics. Sustainable development requires deep transformation of our energy and land use systems, and both of those are inherently geospatial challenges.